We are Kiwi Brick Exchange, a BRICKLINK seller located in Wellington, New Zealand. We resell on BRICKLINK and BrickOwl, and these videos will provide you a behind the scenes look into our systems and processes. I made a bit of a mistake. Last week I said to myself, don't bother doing a vlog. It's the second week of school holidays, you'll be busy. Don't record anything because, not many orders in the second week of holidays often, and yeah, that was a bad decision. This is just the weekend, people. We've got 9 orders going out tomorrow, and we posted over the weekend. We have done an immense amount of sorting through used. In fact, I've actually cleared out an entire container, which is now just filled with modified plates. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that, but if you have a better solution for it, let me know. We've got random bits of Lego on the ground. The desk is in full work mode. We've got the Yellow Brick Road vlog up. So if you're not following Yellow Brick Road, make sure you go and have a bit of a watch. Some great content, good chat, just like hopefully we do on this one. And something we'll come and show you in a second. But those are going fantastic. The orders are going great. We are filling up all of our oversized containers, so much so that you'll notice there's a bit of space under the desk this week. And that is because we've ordered 2... They're kind of like IKEA units, if anyone's seen the Alex drawers that some people have. I know one of the YouTubers, Tiago, I forget his last name, sorry, who used to work for Lego. He's got some really cool ones, and that's how he sorts his Lego. But we've got some smaller versions that are going to fit perfectly, or so I'm led to believe, under the table here. And that is good because there's not a lot of room on the table at the moment. Because we have been sorting through a range of hauls this week. Absolutely ridiculous one this week. We had a $25 lot, which actually came in that tub. And just a quick sort through was basically, I reckon, about $300 to $400 of parts and minifigures just from a quick look. So that was amazing. We've been working on this week, people. So I had an idea. And for the watchers of the channel, you'll know that we've been working on the Kiwi Brick Exchange sign with the business cards embedded, and that is all completed now. But I had an idea. I wondered if I could make a QR code out of Lego, and would it actually scan? So this QR code here, if you pause the video and give it a go, don't know if it's going to work through a computer, actually scans and goes directly to our link tree, which has all of our social media and store links and everything like that. Which is awesome. Clever me. Well, I thought I was clever anyway. It is on a non-Lego base plate though, because I don't have many actual ones that aren't in the store. So we will see how well that stands up. But the idea was that if we're going selling at, say, like markets or fairs or anything like that, that would be able to have that there ready to go. Kind of looks a bit cool. And the sort of desk sign there. Just something to add. We are currently working our way through a large number of plates. You say, how large? So far we've uploaded 588, which is a bit of a measly $45, but we're trying to get that item count up because our store is sitting at about 49,000 pieces at the moment, and we really just want to up that. So we're working through those. All of these are pre-sorted into lots, thanks to my lovely daughter who has suddenly discovered a passion for sorting into colour. So all of these were kindly helped by my daughter. And these are the things that people don't tell you about. Running out of labels. So the printer is out of action, and to buy new labels for the brother one is about the cost that we spent on this printer. So we had to buy some replicas and see how they go. I could not for the life of me install the thinner one, which to be honest wouldn't really work too much anyway. But these are the things you got to think about. Running out of labels, running out of postage bags, which we're okay at the moment. Running out of snap-lock bags, things like that. We want to make sure that we are good to go. Still working through these minifigures. I think we've uploaded about $900 of value just for the minifigures. That's from our 30 kg haul that we had 2 weeks ago. And they have been firing away very nicely. And this is actually leftover parts, which we'll get into the store. A couple of just pieces that are missing things. I think the Luke here, give you a bit of a closer look, is just missing the cape. You know, you've got sort of torso and legs but no head. This is a cool looking minifigure, but I'm missing a quite specific dress piece, so I don't think we're going to find that. Just parts that we need to really get in the store. And this here is an array of different minifigure parts that we haven't quite identified. I have done some lots like this on Marketplace and they seem to do quite well, but I think we will just take our time working through those. Some interesting pieces, and this is the leftover from the haul as well. So lots to do with minifigures. We've got a couple more. This one's a not so great one. See, we're going to finish off the brick heads, and we want to upload a few different plates. So that's going to be the main focus of tonight. All orders are picked. We had a really busy week as well. Also flicking off some vehicle parts, which seem to be a better way of getting rid of those than going through the store. I find it very difficult to identify vehicle parts, particularly wheels. It's a lot easier doing things like plates, where you've got the lovely rebrickable mat, which is serving us well to quickly identify and get those into lots. So more sorting, because as you can see over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere under there, tubs that we want to get down to 5 by the end of the week. I'm being accountable for it now because I've told you all on the vlog. Someone can timestamp this and go to Friday and then realize I'm trying people. So we're going to get things in the store and catch up with you tomorrow. Well, it is a very late Monday and we've been spending tonight uploading as many of these plates as we can. And just thought I'd show you a quick look at our orders from, this is just over the weekend. So really good numbers here, and we had probably another 4 on the next page for about $100 of value. Still one that will be paid later on this week. And we've got two pickups tomorrow rather, and one going out in the post as well. So really good weekend of orders. Made things very busy. So we managed to finally get through this one here, which is 1 and 2 by plates as a bit of an upload. And that was just in a 7-litre tub. And 1,413 pieces for 280 lots and $131 of value. So sort of just under that 10 cents a piece. So obviously plates aren't going to be really a good value bringer, but they are going to be adding a lot of items to the store, and particularly things that do seem to sell quite well in lots and different bulk. And to be honest, we've been getting cleared out by a lot of orders lately with plates. So it's sort of those things that you need to do, not necessarily the most useful or the best use of your time, but something to really do. The nice thing is we have these shelves about to be clear once these go away. So it gives us a bit of some space, sorting tray all ready to go to grab some more things, and we'll probably put a couple of those plates in, which are the larger ones, in the store as well, which means we can tackle this bad boy, which has still been sitting there all week. So getting there. Some interesting little parts that I pulled out as well earlier. We might have a look through those. And I did say that we were going to be aiming to get some of our sorting containers down smaller. One thing that's going to be good is hopefully selling these on Marketplace this week. We've sold these in the past $15 each. They're just empty sort of Lego brick organisers. They're the ones that you come in the sort of the classic boxes. They seem to sell pretty well, but as seems to be the way with Marketplace, you get 10 people saying, is this available? And going back saying, yes it is, and no one wants to actually buy it. So that will be one we'll just need to sit on a little bit. Should sell for $15 each, and sort of get it in to the account nice and quickly, and slowly getting through sorting for our bulk here. A couple of things in here tucked away that we're going to be looking at is this Tales of the Space Age mock that we're going to be doing, making a bit more Star Wars. And in behind there we have a Sith Infiltrator, just waiting for a couple more to part out. We've also got this week up, and by this time that you're watching it, we'll be giving it away. And stick around to the end of the video when we do the giveaway, but this little Star Wars bundle here. So we've got a Commander Cody Brickheads, a Rex Microfighter, and, let's turn it around, an AAT polybag. So those are going in a giveaway today, which is, well, this week is just going to be awesome. And we've got a couple of friend sets in the background that we're going to part out. A lot of these brick heads we might keep for different, I guess, future giveaways. And one that we're going to hold on to, I think this one's going to do very well over the long term, is a lovely droid carrier. So we're going to stick that away. In fact, we've got a little spot. We're calling it the rainy day spot. Just tuck it away in the corner of a wardrobe and come back to it for a rainy day. So that is our plan for the week. Lots more sorting of the used. See what we can find in here. Potentially an Ender Dragon, actually. So we'll pull out some things to see what we can find and get back to you tomorrow. And welcome to Tuesday in the store. And we've just got home from work to a lovely delivery of our 2 organisers. These are some shelving units that will fit, hopefully, if I've done my measurements correct, just under the table here, side by side. Which will hopefully get some of our oversized parts into drawers and make it a lot easier to pick. At the moment, we've got oversized bins like this, and having to have some things within sort of snap-lock bags. So we're sort of doing an open the container, open the snap-lock bag before we can pick. And so trying to get that process a bit more simple is a really helpful thing, just like we have with some of our oversized ones here. And we don't really have the space for too many of this size, and one issue that we do have with these is they don't go very deep. Obviously, it creates some shelf space here, but having something that's a bit deeper, so hopefully these shelves, my measurements are good, I promise, will go just in there. So we're going to get into building those and show you that a bit later. But also that arrived in the post today are a couple of sets. This one here, which is set 40585, was a rewards buy using the points on the lego.com. And we did a pick a brick order, which is on its way. But this one was half price for the rewards. And you can actually use one of these at the same time as you use a discount code as well. So we got $30 off our order and this lovely gift with purchase, which looks pretty cool. Some good parts in it, so I'm trying to decide whether I will keep it or not. This is supposed to be a limited edition. And I know that because it's got the words printed multiple times on the bottom. So we might be keeping a hold of that one. May do it for parts, may sell it on. Haven't quite thought through that one yet. But we also had some brickheads that were on sale, and I've been wanting to get a few brickheads just sort of on the shelf. And I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. So set 40630, which is Frodo and Gollum, as well as the classic Lego Gandalf and the Balrog. There's a nice little whip there. Lots of my favourite characters. Can do a good Gollum voice. So, you know, post in the comment below. I reckon if we get 10 likes for the Gollum voice, I'll film a good section of the next video just in the Gollum voice. Bit more entertaining for you, right? But this one here is a cool little build. I do like the look of it. There was an Arwen and Aragorn also on sale, but didn't pick that up this time. One that I don't see being too much of a discount at the moment, and maybe get that second hand. But these will live on the shelf, and we will get to sorting some of the rest of our bulk. But besides that, we've got a fairly tidy desk, everyone. So that's going really well. So on to building those shelves to get them in the corner, and more bricklinking. And there we have the first unit built. Nice amount of storage space, and they do seem to come out a fair way. I know there was some issue with the Alex straws not going the whole way back, but it does seem to be a good distance coming out. And we've got some drawer inserts that are going to here to hopefully organise this a little bit better. But do not underestimate the amount of time that a flat pack takes to assemble. And we haven't done a lot of sorting tonight. So we're probably going to pack a couple of orders now and probably finish this one off tomorrow. And then get to some more of our sorting bulk. 2 orders in today, one from Australia, and that's going to be going out the post tomorrow. And another local one. And we have this order over here for Logan that's going to be dropped off with an Orion minifigure, Dominic Toretto, and a couple of minifigure parts. Nice order for the amount of lots that it was. However, we do have a lovely fitting space right here, and it has just enough room to slide in and out some sorting trays. So when we sort of get sick of doing one lot, we can just tuck it away nicely, and there it is there, which is going to free up some more desk space, which is always needed. So really good solution here. The other one fits just next to it, so it perfectly fits our spot. The other cool thing about these is they're modular, and if we decide to add some bits on top, it can actually turn into a full desk as well, if we even need some more space on the other side of the room. So very, very good purchase here for the store. Looking forward to adding some more used bulk. And welcome into Wednesday afternoon. We are slowly working our way through building the second unit. So this one here now. And I've got a lovely helper with me who's doing a great job. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
And so we're just building that second unit there, which is going to fit alongside this one here. And to be honest, not a lot of bricklinking happening this week. However, we do have another order going out just behind me, and still orders coming in, which is nice. We had one just come through for BrickOwl, so we'll pack that in a second and show you what that is. One issue that does seem to be cropping up is people keep keep using the...
Okay.
Yep, you keep going. Keep doing pickup rather than a normal postage rate. And for some reason, that way there, that's one. For some reason, we keep getting $1 shipping fees, but the person is in a different city. So I don't know if that's a default issue with BrickOwl and BrickLink, or whether we need to change something. So that's something we're going to be looking into later on in the week. But hey, when you got good help like this, everything is a bit of a dream. So we'll catch up with you a bit later once we've picked the orders and finished this one here. And there we have it. Both of the units side by side. It does look like a full Alex drawer now from IKEA, but a slightly cheaper version, which is good. Store building nicely. We might have mentioned that we filled the rest of our shelves here with the open up containers, mostly in alphabetical order, which is nice, and it makes it quite easy for us to pick the orders, which is fantastic. And speaking of orders, there is a latest one, which might not seem a lot. It was quite easy to pick, but there is $10. And it's sitting on our lovely rebrickable mat, which we got not so long ago. And just taking you through a couple of the features of it, because I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I think is a must-have for any Lego builder. We've also got the angles here with the protractor. We've got the different sort of examples of plates and snots, or how much it actually fits on them. For any bricklinkers out there or wanting to buy things, quick codes and things, make it really, really useful for uploading. We've got a colour chart up here, and while there was sort of some, I guess, hesitation with people buying these and saying they're not quite accurate, to be honest, looking at them with my eye, looks pretty good to me, and definitely has been helpful to identify some colours. And over here, a range of different sort of building techniques, which is pretty cool. You got the treads there, the axle leaders, as well as an idea of the size of the bricks. Nice easy way of organising that. Same thing here with the lift arms. And you've got another one over here on this side with a ruler down the bottom. In both metric and imperial. So really cool mat. Really sits nice on the desk. I think it's a must-have for any Lego builder. So if you haven't already bought one, I'll put a link in the description below, and definitely go and support them. Rebrickable do an awesome job, and we've definitely used some mocks and things from there in the past, so a great way of supporting the work that is happening. It's 9 o'clock Wednesday night, and I thought it might be quite a nice time in the vlog to sort of have a bit of a candid chat about what it actually is like to sell on BRICKLINK. And I think one thing that people always sort of expect is that you've got to be uploading every single day, you know, if you're not going to get those orders. And I think the reality is that actually you're going to have days where there are other priorities. Number one, picking an order. Sometimes you're getting an order in of about 100 lots, and that takes time. And so having that sort of awareness that you're not going to get things into the store every day is actually okay. In fact, BRICKLINK is really good in the fact that you can be doing nothing and you're still getting orders. And I think that's something that we've seen this week is, number one, we haven't really been uploading too much this week. We've tried our best, but we've had other things to do, like building the organisers and just general life things. I've started back at work, and it's definitely something that we need to consider, that you're not going to get things into the store every day. In saying that though, there are some other things that are going to help you generate orders. And if you're someone who's been watching these vlogs for a while, one thing I always recommend you to do is just have a look at your store. Go back into your brick store file, go back into some of the organisers and see what you've actually got there. Are your prices where they should be? I know there's a few different sellers that advocate for sort of every so often on Brick Store to update to 6-month average and things, but just consider, you know, pick a couple of different items, go onto the website and have a look. Are they competitive? And you'll probably find that they are. And so it's just about a matter of patience, really. Not everything's going to sell straight away, and that's something to consider when you're going through. And I think this week what we've really seen is a good example of things going really well and other times things going very slowly. And that's fine. We roll with the punches. And as you probably are aware, we run the store part-time with a little bit of help from my daughter. And, you know, that's the things to consider as well. With a full-time job, you're doing this in a couple of hours maybe at night that you might have. And obviously I've got a family, I've got other hobbies as well, which take time. And so it's really important to sort of factor that in. And for someone who's thinking about starting and going, well, I just don't have a lot of time, all this sorting, all these organisers behind you can see, it looks like it takes a lot of time. Yes, it does, but also it's very scalable. And I think it's something to consider, particularly with selling Lego. You could be looking at the sets. It's a really good one of just putting it away in a cupboard and investing and things like that. And so we're going to make a little video in a couple of weeks' time. It's been in the works for a while, but on making some good decisions when buying Lego. I think that's really important. And so that's going to be coming up in not so distant future. And if you are enjoying the content at this point of the video, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. We're really pushing towards that 1,000 mark. There's a few different plans and ideas that I've got when we get to that point. Looking to do sort of a range of different content. And comment below. Let us know how your store's going. Have you started out? Are you just watching these maybe from afar? If you maybe even you order from us. We do know there's a few people who have ordered from us that do watch the vlogs, which is awesome. And make sure you like the video. Again, all these things really help us and helps grow the channel. I'm off work today, not feeling too flash, as you might be able to hear. And we've been spending the day while we're mostly on the couch, sorting through some of our used bulk and getting some sort of category containers fairly full, and started to individually part out into different category or individual categories for all the round pieces. And while I was doing that, came across a couple of interesting finds. This wing here is from an Ender Dragon, I believe one Batman set, and it's actually about $18 on BRICKLINK, so that was an awesome find. I also figured out that we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, and just this piece here, while it doesn't look too much, is $2. So it's amazing what you can find when you're sorting through things. And we'll see what we get from this individual containers over here. Probably not too much value, but will increase the item and lot count. And we'll probably head over to this one next, which is our Technic one. No, these are all Technic parts. Definitely good value, and the bricks will bring in a few bits of value as well. So going well with the sort. Just hoping feeling a bit better. And we have one more day for our giveaway, so that's going to be given out tomorrow as well. And we'll see what else we can find from the slot here. It's Friday night, and we were just working our way through putting away some of the used that we have organised. And just sort of go through the process of what we do. When we do part things out with used, we do get a range of different lots, and sometimes we do just end up with one item in a lot, other times we get multiples. And so I just thought we'd go through the process of how we actually do that. Obviously the remarks column is where our location is, and so generally what I like to do is try and combine lots into one, and that way you can command or control, depending on your device, multi-select, and then when you change the remark for one column, it actually changes it for all of them. And I find that's a really good way of doing it. Normally I have my laptop sort of sitting over here, but I actually feel like getting up for a bit of a walk, so it might not be the most efficient, but it is a little bit more of a stretch on the legs. And what I've done here is I've just sort of pre-organised what space I have in the drawers. These seem to be all bits with spaces and things in them, and then what I can do is just really quickly look at the size of the amount that I've got and where it will fit roughly in an organizer. Now, because we do things by part type, it's not very often that we're going to have to refill them for some time, because we've sort of done this whole box. And so this is a good way of sort of filling drawers, maximizing the space that you have, because if we zoom back a little bit, this is basically the organizers for our used, plus just up there And so there isn't a lot of space. And so to have the number of lots we do have, we do need to maximize them as best as we can. And so what we've done is we've gone from A all the way across C down to D, now onto the E containers, and then once all those have gone pushed away, we'll do the same with this. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just going 2 by 2 really quickly, and every time I see a good gap, I'm just leaving the drawer open. And I think this is the most efficient way to do it, not worrying too much about what items are in drawers, as long as we're not getting something too similar. So I'm not going to put sort of another dark red bar in, but I could put, say, like a 1 by 1 dark red plate. It's going to show us the difference between that. And so this might look like a bit of a jumbled mess, but it's pretty easy to find the parts. I can tip them out, and it's a nice way of going through and picking as well. And just leaving it like that is a great way of doing that. However, when I come to pick, I do not want it like this. So I always make sure that I fill as much as I can, push it away, and make a sort of a mark where I'm up to. And so we'll go ahead and put this in the drawer here. Doing this one-handed is not super recommended. So there we go, we filled the drawer, and that is WE09. So we'll go back and add that to the remarks. And again, what I would normally do is have this over here. Listen to some yellow card. Use that over there, and then I will go WE09. And you'll see that changes for all of them. And what we do is we'll put everything away, including what we've already got in our stores. So this is all the consolidated lots, whereas over here is all the new lots. And you can see out of our items that we're putting in 336, 48 lots in total, but 25 brand new lots. And that's what we're really aiming to do with this. Not worrying so much about the value, we're aiming for building the lots and the item count. And then what we do when we come to a lot like this, where 68 of these are not going to fit in one of our drawers, is we go and find the drawer, which is WB52. Let's just run this side here. And pull out the whole drawer, and what we'll probably find is this is pretty full as it is. And so what I'm then doing with my container is I'm taking all of the ones that are in here, dumping it in here, knowing that when it's going to fill this, it's going to need to go straight in our oversized bins, and I'm putting it straight in as a snap lock bag and in some of our oversized stock. And so that's a really good way of consolidating lots. I don't want to, when I'm picking, have to go to 4 different locations. And so while this might take a little bit longer when I'm actually putting away, it saves that process to be nice and easy when we're picking. The other thing I like to do is if I start noticing that I'm building up a big quantity like this, is I'll just adjust the price slightly or go back and have a quick look. And it's a good way of making sure that you're not building up too much of one item that's not selling. Obviously, if you're building up things so that they do sell, it's really good. But for something like this that isn't the quickest mover, it is important that we try and get it moving. And so having a look at the price could be one for that. Some items I don't bother with the price. I just know they're going to sell eventually, and I might just have a lot of the quantities. But I might have a look at this pricing for this one here. And over on Brick Freedom, you can see we have had 55 BRICKLINK orders and 9 BrickOwl orders, with the majority of that being obviously used. We normally run about 2/3 used, 1/3 new. Nice to see so many figures moving, but that number being higher would be a lot more preferable. And it is good to see that black and white actually a bit more common for colour breakdown for things that have sold. And nice to see a few other things in there, not always just dark bush grey and light bush grey. So that's been nice this month. And here is our inventory, and you can see nice and steady, so we're sort of uploading at the speed we were selling. Then we've managed to do a good bit uploading, and then again massive amounts of orders, and slowly creeping up back up to that 50,000 mark. Our aim by the end of the year was to be at 50,000 pieces. So we're halfway through the year roughly, and so we might need to make a new goal for that. And nice to be creeping up towards the top 20 of the country. So that's something that we're hoping to do. But hey, if they aren't going up in value, up in item count, it just means we're selling. So both of those are win-wins. And we're just parting out one of the sets that came in a used haul. It was all made up, and so thought rather than sort of split into parts, it'd be an easy way to create that brick store file, which we have done. And so we'll slowly make our way through those. And we just had a customer who I believe follows the channel come and pick up an order, and has very kindly dropped these off for us. So thanks very much, Andrew. Much appreciated. We'll see what value we can get and maybe add those to the store. That is Saturday, July the 27th at 12:42 p.m. and that means that the period for our giveaway has finished. We're doing a Star Wars giveaway bundle this week and over on Instagram. So if you aren't following us already, make sure you do. And we're going to spin the wheel and see who's the winner. And congratulations, Wellington NZ, a local buyer of ours as well. So that will be coming out to you very shortly. Just pipped Kiwi Modulars. So hopefully that doesn't start too much friction. But good to see the winner going to somebody who had a number of entries. So next time, people, make sure you add in your entries. And that'll be us for the week. Catch you next week for next week's vlog.